Okay, now it's the summertime. It started, the temperatures of has been increases, in the 80, 90 now. So the growth of the plant, it's starting to see much vigorous. So I assume that this particular tree, probably I'm looking for it the next 30 days. Hopefully that it will grow at least 3 or 4 inches or even more. Okay, so and I came here earlier this morning. It's around 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was sitting here and I observed this particular plant, and it seemed like it's a little bit different from when I first observed it in the morning. So you can tell that the trees are really respond to, especially the water, and then the irrigation, which is the waters and the nutrient that apply lately. So which is good. So what I am looking for, probably next week, or maybe the week after next week, probably not next week, but the week after next week, I plan to be here on Saturday to collect the tissue sample, and I would like to send for analysis, and also I will collect some of the soil sample also, and that's also my goal. So I will make sure that I do that, and then I will post it online here so you can at least know what's going on. All right. Okay. So if you keep up with me, stay tuned with me, then I will make sure to update you of any new development around here. All right. So this is the from now on, I'm really gonna focus on the growth of the tree. This is very important. Okay, this variety is the one that I showed you earlier is Thai variety, the biggest Thai variety trees that I have so far. But this one is the variety that from Mexico, and it's just pink inside, but it have more seeds. And when you look at the trees, the tree, it's pretty much just a good standing. Nice trees and healthy trees, but if you observe real close to the leaf, the structures of the leaves, and then also the branch or the then you can see that it's this particular variety. It have actually the branches and then the leaves tend to be a little bit smaller, in size, compared to the Thai variety. And then the color tend to be a little bit light green color, and so it's a little bit different from the Thai variety, but it's just a very nice trees and good healthy trees, and the growth is pretty fast now, vigorous now too, and hopefully that by June, and sometime in June, I would expect that it maybe mid-June, these trees probably could grow another fruit, and that's also my goal. And then, like I said, next 2 weeks from now, we're gonna come here and collect the tissue samples, and we'll collect the soils, and then we'll see what it's a good response or not. So that's what the goal. Yeah, I actually come across that I have about several of the unhealthy plants. So especially this one, it's a little bit, I have a lot of concern, but I assume that probably it may affect by the the weather, which is when I removed the plastic film and I noticed that this particular and a couple of the variety that from Mexico tend to have this kind of issue. So what I really pay close attention to this tree also to find out what's going on. It could be maybe too much water, but probably it's not. It's not too much water, and it could be the root system, or it could be maybe some other issue. I don't know, but I'm gonna collect the tissue sample and take a look at see what happened. But it's not really like any disease symptom anyway, because with the way how the leaves looks, and coloring now, and if you look far from, you may think that, well, there probably is some disease in issue, but it's not, because when I examined them real close to it, and it doesn't really seem like it's disease symptoms. So, but I will pay close attention on this particular plant in the next couple of weeks, and to see if any new growth. If a new growth, that means it will be fine. If not, then I may consider to replace this tree. This is what I plan for. And like I said, I have about 3 or 4 trees that I have concern.